A heart without a soul cannot beat. A heart that cannot beat turns to ice. The ice hides what once was, until the soul comes calling again to awaken what lies beneath the frost.
We ran into some kind of ritual. We fought lots of zombies. Bastion was seriously injured and almost died a lot of times. We ended up saving 2 hostages, who I ended up having to give away 2 more gold to. I was sad. And we found a crystal with powerful magic. Like, we've never felt anything like that before in our lives, but it compares kind of to the essence stones that we collected. And I think we started making our way back to Hedrick. Did we make it all the way back? I don't remember.
Yes, you made it back to Hedrick at the post office right as he was finishing up repairs and right as the blizzard started coming full force at you. And I believe Bastion collapsed in the back of the snowmobile.
Can you blame me? I have internal injuries and PTSD.
This is very true.
It happens to the best of us.
And you managed to save 2 of the hostages, 2 of the 4 hostages, a goblin by the name of Kjald and a Cloudvale halfling by the name of Gilbert, who claims to be the mayor of Galenod, which is,
He was kind of a jerk, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
He was stressed, and Wyatt was a jerk first.
It was a city of
also
ships
stressed,
figure of
to be
speech, all right? Yeah.
But I believe you decided last time that Galenod would be your destination. So, as it is currently, 9:37 p.m. ish. Hedrick is recommending that we probably should get out of here. Because you never know when the blizzard's going to take the building down on top of us.
Approved.
Let's go.
I'm with you there.
Great, alright, so I need 2 of you to help me pedal.
Alright. I hope.
Alright. And I'm going to change the permissions on the sheet for this real fast, because I completely forgot. So you should all now be able to see in the Actors tab a vehicle called the Heavy Mail Sled.
We got a car, guys. We got a car.
Run over!
So Hedrick will
die.
be
I can't wait to run over pedestrians in a school
Hedrick
zone.
will be piloting, and he needs 2 crew. So Morgrim is 1 crew member, and who wants to be the second person to do the pedaling? All right, so Thub and Morgrim will be doing the pedaling. All right, so let's get ourselves at least a little bit out of town, and then we can call it for the night. Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Aye.
Excellent. Everyone else, rest up, lick your wounds. And so he quickly runs over, kicks the doors open, letting a whole blast of snow in, before running back to the snowmobile, hopping into the pilot's seat, and he says, "All right, mush!" And Thub and Morgrim, you start pedaling.
Mush what?
And you can feel...
I see no potatoes.
You can feel as you start pedaling. It's like a paddle boat if you've ever ridden in one of those. So you start paddling, and you're pedaling, and you can feel these paddles underneath start to sort of slowly drag you across the stone floor until you get to the snow, and you start gliding along. Yes.
So this is like actual mushing, like Alaskan style.
I mean, kind of. Like, Hetrick basically has, like, what looks kind of like bicycle handlebars that he's sitting behind. And he's, like, a viewport, and he's got all sorts of, like, little pulleys around him that he's got to work at to keep things going the right direction and keep the, oh my god, what the hell are they called? The little ski things on the bottom of the sled that I can't think of the word for at the moment. Keep those at the right height, because he's got to adjust the heights for the terrain. Meanwhile, Thub and Morgrim are just pedaling away. And Thub, you notice that this is definitely built for someone of more of a dwarf height, because your head keeps bumping a little bit off the roof of your little compartment. But it's working, and that's what matters. And you can all hear... There aren't any windows besides Hetrick's viewport. It's like fully closed off. But you can all hear the wind whipping by outside. You can hear the snow slapping against the wooden exterior. But it's still inside, quite warm and pretty cozy. There's a little fire in the corner that's not really a fire so much as it's like little pieces of glass in sort of a hearth that just emit heat, and it's quite pleasant indeed. And
lovely.
I would say Bastion, Thicket, and Wyatt, is there anything that you would like to do before going to sleep, or just conking straight out?
Get fucking wasted.
Well, I'd like to try and get my wounds treated if someone's willing.
Can I treat wounds and pedal?
No, you cannot.
I can help treat your wounds.
Okay.
Like,
I
say this as I'm taking a big swig from my flask.
Okay. So, Wyatt, why don't you go ahead and make a fortitude save?
Alright. Fortitude save coming right up. That's going to be a 24.
24. Okay. So, you are beyond sober.
Sadly. Yeah.
Sadly, unfortunately. I am going to need you to make a second fortitude save, though.
Oh, okay.
Real fast.
14.
14. Okay. You know, you have to fight taking a second super long swig, but you manage it. All right.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your treat wounds check. What DC are you doing? Standard?
Standard 15.
All right.
16.
16. All right. 2d8 healing to Bastion, and Bastion is no longer wounded.
All right, you get 4 hit points back, Bastion.
Okay. So there's that. Let's see. I believe... Okay, yeah. Bastion, would you have put your light spell down?
Yes.
Okay. So your light spell is down. And... Yeah, anything else that anyone wants to do?
I want to hit pedestrian.
Well, there are no pedestrians because you're in the middle of the open tundra.
I want to find a pedestrian so I can hit them.
Again, you're in the middle of the open tundra.
I'm frightened.
So what I'm hearing is there's no school zones around. Is that correct?
So we're just gonna completely ignore Jacob for the rest of the session. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Thicket, is there anything you'd like to do before going to call it for a night?
Let's see. How many rations do we have?
That's a good question. Rations. You've got some cured meats, I think. You've got seven meals worth of cured meats, and then you've also got your frozen meat.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to eat some cured meat.
All right. Thicket goes down on some cured meat. All right then. So, after about an hour or so, Hetrick says, "All right, we can take a break here." And Thub and Morgrim, as you stop pedaling, and it's definitely hard work, but worth it. And Hetrick says, "All right, so here's the question. How do we want to manage this? Do we want to constantly be moving, or do we want to stop for the night and have us all rest? Because I don't know if any of you are pilots of any kind."
Not me.
No, I'm not the best driver.
I think we're gonna have to rest for the night.
All right. Okay. All right then. So resting it is. All right. So there is, including the 2 hostages, there are 5 of you. There's Hetrick, and there's the 2 hostages. So that's a total of 8. But I'm gonna say your total rest time is gonna come out to around 10 hours. If each of you does 2 hours of watch, but you can also choose not to do watch.
We're doing watch, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, please.
Fair. All right then. So, who's taking first watch?
I can take first
Bastion
watch.
will.
Okay. So Bastion will take first watch. Morgrim, did you want second watch then?
Oh, sure. I would try to treat my wounds before I go to sleep, though.
Okay.
Because I'm wounded 3.
Okay.
Maybe I could help you out with that instead of,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
treat wounds.
Yeah. Morgrim, I don't think you're able to treat wounds yourself.
Oh, wait. I thought maybe I picked the wrong thing.
You didn't have training in medicine.
I thought I took the feat that let me do it with nature instead.
Oh, right. You took
Smart.
completely forgot about natural medicine. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Completely forgot about that. In that case, yeah, then you can do it yourself.
Oh,
I think-
well, I'm doing it. Plus, it's only a 10-minute cooldown for me instead of an hour for you. And it's easier that way. Right? 'Cause I'm good at this.
I believe you.
All right. DC 15, 25.
Whoop, whoop.
25.
Ooh, that's a crit, isn't it?
Is it a crit?
That is indeed a crit.
Oh.
How much is that again?
So that's 48.
Yeah, okay. You get 16 hit points back.
Cool, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Lovely,
And I
lovely.
lose the wounded
You
condition?
lose wounded, yes.
Anyone else heavily wounded who needs my care?
I'm not heavily wounded, but a little bit of healing would be nice.
Yeah, alright, come here.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
Rolling. 19.
19. All right. So that is a success.
2d8.
2d8 to Thicket.
16! Oh, gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you get 16 hit points.
All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely,
Thank you.
lovely.
Okay, so what do I have to do to treat this internal injury and
Uh,
psychological trauma?
The internal injury you can sleep it off, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need
Well,
rest.
you can try to sleep it off. Whenever you get a full night's rest, you make a fortitude save. If you're successful, then you get rid of the injury. Otherwise, the right kind of healing magic or the right kind of healing in general can successfully resolve it. So I would say, I mean, there are certain types of healing magic, like I think restoration is the name of the spell, where that's the kind of thing that would just heal it outright. But I would also say if you, I don't know, critically succeeded to treat wounds, then maybe that could get rid of it. But otherwise, you can just try to sleep it off. And then as for the major psychological trauma, that's something you'll have to work through. That's going to take time.
Anyone in the party a therapist, perhaps?
Yeah.
No,
right.
but I'm a good friend.
So,
I have
Bastion.
an MD, does that count?
Bastion is on first watch. So, you sit there. Is there anything that you do on your watch?
I might just kind of quietly strum at the lute, but like,
Okay.
otherwise just kind of chill.
As you strum at the lute,
No pun intended.
it is horribly out of tune. You don't know why. You retune it again and again and again. You cannot get your instrument to go into tune.
That news.
That goes on for a while until your watch ends and Morgrim's begins. So, Bastion, you head to sleep. Morgrim, it's your turn. You take your watch. Is there anything you do during your watch?
No. Just keeping watch.
Okay. So you hang out, you watch out, you listen out more than anything. Because there's limited amount that you can see through the viewport. But everything seems calm. It's definitely dark. But yeah, everything seems calm otherwise. The snow is starting to let up a little bit by the end of your watch. So who are you waking up for the next watch?
Did anybody volunteer for watch earlier? Or was it just us?
No,
I
they
can
didn't.
do a thingy.
All right.
I
Thub,
could also go.
We'll do Thub first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Thub, you get up, you do your watch. Is there anything you do during the course of your watch?
I loom.
You loom.
That's frightening.
Over anyone in particular?
I just take turns T-posing.
It's a Dracasan ritual to show that people are safe, right? Right? That's what we're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It's a Dracasan.
How tall am I again?
You are 6'8", sir.
I am 6'8".
My God.
6'8" dragon.
You are tall.
6'8", 228 pound, pure muscle dragon man.
No.
So pray I don't lose balance over one of you.
So, Thicket, you're lucky you can't see as you wake up to Thub T-posing over you after taking these 2 hours of watch.
Is someone there?
No. By the way, Riley was a direct inspiration of this.
Of course he was. That's a story for another time, though. All right, Thicket, as you take your quote-unquote watch, is there anything you would do in specific?
Well, I'm gonna have Cranberry out, keeping recon for me.
Would you have Cranberry outside the sled?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you open the door crack so you can let Cranberry out.
It's like a dog.
All right. Cranberry
Your
heads
soul
on
dog.
And speaking of dogs, mine just started barking at nothing, I'm sure. So yeah, Thicket, you and Cranberry during the course of your watch see nothing, hear nothing, smell nothing, but the snow is definitely calming down more and more.
Oh, lovely. Then who's left to be awoken? Or is that the last watch?
Wyatt is left, and then that's pretty much it. That would bring you to 8 a.m.
Okie doke. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up Wyatt then.
Oh, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, it's your turn.
Turn for what?
To keep watch.
Oh, right. Oh.
Go on then.
All right, watch time. What do I see?
All right. You don't see much of anything.
Oh fuck! It's Jack and shit.
It's pretty calm out there. The snow is, over the course of your 2 hours of watch, the snow is still not blizzard levels, but it's pretty heavy. Like you can see through it. It's not quite whiteout conditions, but it's still pretty heavy snow. Not the kind of thing you'd want to be outside for. But other than that, your night ends successfully.
There we go.
So that brings us to the morning at around 8 a.m. when everyone is now awake.
Perfect.
Right. Splendid.
How do spellcasters do the thing?
What do you mean, do the thing?
I just.
Oh, you mean
rest
prepare
for the
your
night,
spell?
Right?
Yeah. Rest for the night. That will restore your spent spell slots, and your HP. And Bastion.
Yeah, hi.
As you sleep and as you wake up feeling a little bit more refreshed. You get an extra 4 hit points. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I'm realizing. Never mind. Rest for the night. Don't do that because you don't get hit points. Bastion's the only one who gets hit points for waking up.
I'm sorry, I took how many hit points for waking up?
You get 4. Everyone else, you need to take a full day and night to rest to get your hit points.
Gotcha.
So go back to whatever you were at before.
Oh, no.
Call hacks.
And then...
I forgot to take a new spell. I'm just now realizing that.
You did. I completely forgot to ask for it.
Yes, I completely
We all
forgot as well.
to take second level spells.
Well, I mean, the clerics are prepared casters, so you guys can do whatever the hell you want. All right. So yeah, Colby. Sorry, I completely forgot to ask you to choose another spell, but
all good.
You have the same thing where you can just drag and drop it in. All right. So, who would like to pedal for the day?
I will pedal.
Okay. Morgrim does pedaling. Who else is pedaling?
I'll pedal. I'm feeling better.
All right. Bastion and Morgrim are pedaling. Also, Bastion, if you couldn't tell, that's the other effect of your Essence Stone.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased, actually.
Yeah. So, here you can see the map that we've been staring at this whole time. Which hex would you like to go to? Hetrick would have said that Galenod is to the east. So which hex would you like to go to?
To the east.
Right, but which one? You've got the top or the bottom?
Yeah.
You've got your 2 choices there.
Bottom? I don't know.
All right, bottom it is. So, you move along into the next hex. And you should now see that it actually has uncovered the next hex from the fog of war. All right, so yeah, heavy snow, still pretty darn cold, but relatively speaking, not too cold. It's probably around 0 degrees, which is better than usual for this neck of the woods. And it seems that while there's plenty of snow, not a whole lot of wind, so that's pretty good. Now, during this period, the 2 of you, or the 3 of you who are not pedaling, you have access to whatever you want to do during downtime. So what do the 3 of you want to do with your downtime? You can choose to just rest, and that's how you can get natural healing. or you can have other things that you want to do.
Fuck it, I'm healing everybody who can't be healed right now.
All right. I'm gonna say just because you've got the 10-minute thing, you managed to get everyone to full.
Okay, all right. So including myself, I assume.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
people
everyone's
that are
at full
pedaling?
HP now.
And
People
all
that
of
are
your
pedaling can be healed.
yes, people that are pedaling can be healed, and all of your wounded conditions are gone.
Oh,
You're fully back in decent shape. You're covered in bandages, but you're in decent shape. All things considering. And oh yes, Bastion, make a fortitude save, please.
Sorry, everything's everywhere. Give me like 2 seconds. That's a 16.
16. Okay. You don't fully recover from your injury. Why don't we have Wyatt make one treat wounds check against you to see how he does there?
yeah, sure. Tree wounds is a medicine check, right?
Yep.
By the way, can I drink a bit so I don't I'm not suffering from alcohol withdrawal?
I'm assuming you are.
Okay, so I'm not sickened in this.
No.
Okay. All right. 16.
16. Yeah, this injury is going to take a little bit more to deal with. This is going to be tough.
Sorry, pal. It's going to take a while. I got to rest up.
Thanks for that.
Best I could do.
Bastion is still suffering from her internal injury. All right. So, Wyatt is healing people all day. Thicket, what are you doing with your downtime?
I guess I'm gonna start off by meditating with Cranberry to regain that focus. I know I technically get it at the start of every day, but
yeah. And what is your second rank spell?
I'm still choosing that currently.
all right. Fair enough.
I have chosen a fun second level spell that I hope I get to use.
Oh, wait. I really like the one that I just found.
I mean, you get 2 second level spells.
I know. I'm finding the
checking.
second one.
Just checking. All right. Making sure that you know.
Quick question.
That is a fun one, though. Yes.
So if I want to cast a second level spell, I gotta actually put it in my second level rank, right?
Yes. And if you want to cast a first rank spell as second rank, they need to prepare that in a second level slot.
Okay, sorry. That was the second part was actually the question I wanted to ask. I just had a brain fart.
Your cantrips automatically will heighten themselves, but for actual leveled spells, you need to prepare them in the higher level slot.
Got it. Okay.
And once you've taken a few archetype feats, there is an archetype that lets you do things the D&D way.
Okay.
But that is an archetype that you have to take. All right, so Thicket, you're meditating, doing your thing. So unless you have anything specific you want to do, then we can just say you're resting.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else specific that I really want to do right now.
Okay. And Thub, anything in specific you're doing?
It's tough. We're in the car again, right? Or
you're still in the sled.
Oh my God, it's gonna be a whole session, isn't it?
Well, you're traveling for 3 approximate days.
Yeah.
And there's downtime so that you can do things like, I don't know, craft.
That's true. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a...
Okay, so Thub continues resting. Great. And remember, everyone is at full HP currently.
Yes. We are really
are we at full HP now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wyatt,
you're welcome.
Throughout the day, Wyatt is healing everybody. So after the first,
thank you.
first 4 or 5 hours of travel, I would say, in actuality, as Wyatt is putting the finishing touches on one of Thub's wounds, Hetrix shouts out, "Hey, I see something out there."
What is it?
What?
Hey, it looks like one of the old guard posts for the town. Looks pretty. I don't see anybody up there, and it looks like I see a little smoke actually.
Huh.
Worth
That's
going
weird.
to check out?
Up to you. I don't have much of a preference.
We're all feeling all right?
Let's do it.
All right. So you slide on over, and of course, Kjald and Gilbert just stay put where they are. They're not interested in leaving the sled at all. They're just
Fair,
civilians. The rest of you, sled stops. You all hop out, and you do see that there is indeed a guard post here with some smoke rising into the sky from inside. There's tall stone brick walls, probably around like 10 to 15 feet in height, which would be pretty standard. Wood is a bit of a commodity in this neck of the woods, considering really the only source of non-imported timber is the hollow forest over by Hamerga down south. Other than that, there's really no trees up here. So most wood is imported. Most structures are built with stone instead. And
Stone
it doesn't
nice.
take you too long to find the gate, which is wide open.
That's not a good sign. I
Oh,
say.
the gate?
Yeah. I'm not the only idiot.
And Thicket,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a society check real quick.
Okay, nope. That's an 11.
11. There's a smell in the air. You recognize it. It's the smell of burning animal fat mixed with flesh, which you would remember is not somewhat, it is outright the smell that you would remember from every single funeral that you ever went to from your tribe. That's the classic, the traditional Nantan way of holding a funeral, since you can't really get into the ground to bury people, is to burn them with animal fat.
Mm-hmm.
And different tribes use different animals. You can't tell from the smell what kind of animal was in this one, so you don't know what tribe it is at this moment, at least. But considering the volume, there's a lot of bodies burning here.
Smells like a mass grave.
Oh, dear.
Is whoever said it still here, you think?
I will say it's definitely, judging by the fact that there is smoke and smell, this is a recent burning.
I'd wager
Especially
yes.
since there's snow coming down, still pretty heavy.
Whoever
Do
did
you
this is
reckon
still here.
the killer would bother, I gesture with all
are they
this?
friendly?
Well, if I'm right and this is a funeral, I suppose whoever's doing it would put their weapons down, but let's be on our guards, just to be safe.
Here's another question. Is Cranberry out currently?
No.
Okay. All right. So, would you all go through the gate?
I suppose so.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I channel my elements
okay.
before I go through the gate.
Yeah, I would probably have the bastard sword out, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring Cranberry out, but I am going to channel my elements.
Okay. Thub, are you also channeling your elements?
Sorry, what was that? I just zoned out.
Are you channeling your elements?
Yeah, I'll channel my elements.
Okay.
Why not?
So, you all head
I-
in
Really?
fully on
I
your
start
guard.
channeling my elements. Oh wait. Oh, I feel left out, guys.
You pull out your
I
bandages
channel
and your scalpel
Yeah.
and start swirling them around your head.
Yeah, that's his element.
There
He,
we
like,
go.
throws it and accidentally spears it in my head.
Oh,
We're all
that's
doing-
oh,
We're all,
fuck.
we're all doing like the I'm doing my part from Star Troopers, and Wash doing the I didn't do fucking shit.
I didn't do this!
Unironically, you know that original scene where it's like everyone's I'm doing my part, that little kid walks over, I'm doing my part too. That's Wyatt. He's literally
Wyatt's
like
just the little kid with a gun.
literally.
Alright, so...
Take notes for social media.
Yeah, there we go.
That
So-
clip's going on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, you all go in on your guard, and you get through the first sort of... There's like a secondary wall that you have to get through before you can actually get into the base. But as you sort of push through the barricades that have been put into place, you see the source of the burning. A pile of probably 15 to 20 corpses
Oh.
in the middle
Shit.
of this courtyard. And you can tell these appeared to be frost zombies, just like the ones you were fighting.
I don't know
Bastion,
if I
make
feel
a will
better or
save.
worse about that. Well, apparently the answer is I feel worse about it. Alright. Oh, a natural 20.
Natural 20. You face this down. You don't like the look of this, but you're working through it. So mark down somewhere that your DC for your trauma reduces by 1, so it's at 19 now.
Aye.
All right. So yeah, pile of recently burned frost zombie corpses. Seems as though all of the magic frost has been melted away. And now it's just whatever remained. Basically just piles of muscle and bone.
There.
Sorry, what was
I
that?
turned to who I turned to Thicket. Do you recognize any of this? Is this like a tribal thing? Do you recognize which tribe they're from?
Would I recognize which tribe they're from?
Go ahead and make... Let's see. Make a religion or society check.
Ooh, I'm much better at religion. I have a -1 to society. I'm dumb as
Oof.
balls. I don't know shit. 24.
24. Okay. As you've gotten a little closer, the smell has become stronger, and you can start to recognize it from major funerals. You haven't been to too many major funerals, like the kind for when a chief dies. But whenever a chief dies, they always receive the highest honor, and that means their funeral is performed by the RNA tribe, or the protectors. The RNA are like highest on the totem pole when it comes to all the non-Tan tribes, because they live close, like directly in front of the entrance to the Heart of Ice. They are the guardians of the Heart of Ice, and they are the only ones allowed inside. So they are like top dog out of everyone.
I see.
And you recognize the smell as being from the local variety of goat, which are very, very fatty, and their fat is highly flammable. And they mostly live in this general area, a lot of them actually they're like mountain goats basically that climb and live in crevices of the glacier. So the RNA use their fat as a fuel source and as their primary funeral fuel. So you would gather that this was an RNA funeral, and I'm guessing someone has described that there's a giant just pile of bodies.
Yeah, I figured.
So you would also know that if the bodies are just lying there, all piled up like that, and weren't even like fully burned, this was a dishonorable funeral.
Oh.
Typically, when someone dies, they will use wood to build a funeral pyre, and they will burn the body to completion so that it can be taken away by the elements. But whenever you just have corpses that you need to get rid of, especially if they're enemy corpses after a battle or something like that, you just set them ablaze. Jacob, you had a question?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like for these guys, do they just kind of like dig a hole and just kind of like, yeah?
There's not even a hole. There's not even a hole.
They're actual frost zombies, pile. Right?
Yeah, they're the frost zombies, just like the ones you were just fighting.
So the frost zombies got lit on fire.
Yeah.
Neato. Why didn't we think of that?
You did.
Well, we did.
They got
exactly a lot of time.
We all have fire powers.
I literally have a fire. Hey,
we don't all have fire powers.
Just
three of the five
of
you do.
Gods.
I'm not good at math.
Morgrim, would you say that you're looking closer at the fire or at the pile while the rest of them are all sort of talking amongst themselves?
She would definitely be staring at the pile of dead bodies, yes.
Okay. Morgrim, as you look, you think you see something shining somewhere deep in the pile. Something gleaming.
I get closer?
You get closer and you can definitely tell that there's something metallic in there that somehow is not damaged at all by the blaze.
Like, how deep in there? Am I gonna, like...
I mean, you'd have to sort of stick your hand in the pile. Or, like, pull a bunch of bodies out of the way.
Can she use, like, a stick?
All right. Morgan, you start... Or are you just sticking your hand in, or are you pulling the bodies away?
Like, how many bodies would I have to pull away?
Probably, like, 2 or 3.
I'll just move the bodies.
All right, you start moving the bodies, and they kind of start to just crumble in your hands. But you get them out of the way until you get to the shiny thing, which is a pair of bracers attached to a pair of arms. And these gleaming silver bracers are completely undamaged. They have runes, magic runes, etched across them.
Do any of the runes look familiar?
Go ahead and make an Arcana, Nature, Religion, and Occultism check of your choice.
Arcana, Nature, or I'll do Nature.
Okay.
20.
One moment, please. All right. Yes, you would recognize these these bracers as bracers of missile deflection. Once per day, you can, when you are targeted by a projectile, you can cause the bracers to emit sort of a magical signal, which will push the projectile away from you. It gives you a +1 bonus to AC against the triggering ranged attack. Would you like to keep those yourself?
I am going to hand them to Bastion.
Okay. Bastion, do you take the bracers?
I guess so. I'm a little targeted, but Yeah, I guess.
All right.
I'm trying to help you out. You had a rough time. I'm trying to keep it from happening so much again.
All right. Those are now.
Which I appreciate, but damn.
Those are now in your inventory. Would you like to invest to them?
Yes, please.
All right.
I just need
You
to
are
click
now
the little
invested.
diamond button, right?
Yeah, I already got it. You are now
thank you.
invested to the bracers of missile deflection, which again you can use once per day as a reaction. All right. Otherwise, as you all look around, it appears that pretty much all of the usable resources have been taken, other than those bracers.
Is there any sign of the person who, lit the bodies on fire or whatever?
Make a survival check.
Oh boy.
It's a 13.
Well, there would have been footprints in the snow, but it's clearly been long enough that they've been buried by the fresh snow. I mean, there's even maybe like 3 inches of snow on the pile of corpses. So they've not been here for at least an hour or two.
I feel like it should make me feel better there are other people killing these things, but I'm kind of uneasy about it.
So,
Yeah.
anything else you want to do while you're here?
You communicate this is a dishonorable funeral, right?
I did, yes. Or,
Thicket.
well, I don't know if Thicket did.
Yeah, Thicket. I'm asking Thicket.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to relay it like in character.
Okay.
But yeah, I would have relayed that information.
Okay. Well, guess we're fucking done here, right? Are we, guys? Are we done here?
Yeah, I think we go.
All right.
Would there wouldn't be anything on the bodies, would there?
There were the bracers of missile deflection. Other than
Oh,
that,
right. Other than that.
Just like the ones you are fighting in town, like the guards have pretty much absolutely destroyed all of their armor. They seem to have tried to rip as much of their clothing off as they could.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I'm all set.
All right then.
Yeah, Wyatt's just gonna do a quick prayer for the dishonored dead.
I'm gonna do the same actually.
Yeah.
All right. So
Wow,
Wyatt and Thicket, you give your respective prayers.
It's a Cersine centric. Hopefully, I don't offend you. I say out of character. I don't want to offend Thicket, but it is a Cersine centric prayer.
I mean,
As you were a
I'm
cleric of
also
Cersine.
Yeah.
are you?
Lovely.
Me? That's what I have written down on my sheet.
Okay.
Are you a Wait, who are you seriously fucking? Who's also a Cersei cleric?
Wait,
No,
let me double check the
you.
deities.
Just me.
I mean,
All right,
Cersine is the one you have written down on your character sheet. It looks like.
Hey. Sorry, we're praying.
She does again.
She's the life
Oh my
deity.
god, yeah.
Yeah, deity of life, forgiveness.
Okay, I would not probably be Cersei then. I'm not sure why that's on my character sheet. Okay, I'm just gonna update that real quick.
That's okay. That's why I was so confused. I was like, huh, okay.
Cersei cleric? Another one? No.
No, he's
Oh, no.
it's a thing.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah,
so,
give us Cersei centric prayer.
So, all right, you give a Cersei-centric prayer. And Thicket, do you give any specific prayers or?
I guess just any rites for the dead that like I would know culturally.
Yeah, I would say you definitely would have picked up on those at least somewhat, just from being alive. You know, this kind of terrain, people die a lot. So, all right, back to the snowmobile.
Aye.
Okay. So, you all return, get back on in, and get back on the move.
Chugga chugga.
Chugga chugga. Let's do this.
Continue on for a few more hours before Hetrick says, "All right, that's good. We'll stop here for the night." It's around a little after 6 in the evening by now. Sun's still up because it is technically spring. So what are y'all doing now that it's evening?
I'm
I'm gonna see if I can figure out how
He's
to
gonna
make my
craft
fucking
something.
loot work.
Okay, what are you crafting, Jacob?
I'm gonna craft something. I don't know, but I'm gonna craft it.
When you say crafting,
whoa.
are you crafting an actual thing like you could have been doing all day during your downtime, or are you cooking?
Both, I think. Can I do both?
No.
No. Okay.
Crafting is a downtime during the day thing. Cooking is
he-
cooking is like an hour-long thing. Crafting is
trying
like
to-
a full day's worth of thing.
Oh,
Are you
I'm
trying to
gonna
marinate
cook.
something? Oh.
All right. So you begin cooking. So using our cooking system that we've invented here, what are your ingredients?
Right, we have a cooking system.
Yes, we do.
I need to like look at the rules for that while I'm
Well,
going.
here-
Oh, luck.
Here is another
All-
question. Do we want everyone's food to be in their own inventories, or do we want to put all of the food into the party stash so that the party cook
Please
can
put the
just
food in the
choose?
party stash.
My
Yeah,
food is your
I'm not
food.
gonna hoard.
Okay.
No offense. I don't eat a lot. I
So
look up to
I will-
everybody.
I will move all of the food to the party stash in that case.
Go.
And that will
Guys,
include
we're
include
still-
rations.
Where's the
Okay,
rules
cool.
on cooking again?
The player's guide.
Player's guide. Okay.
Guys, where the fuck? What happened to the food in the fridge? It's a
I'm-
shared fridge, guys.
This will not include alchemical ingredients. Those are like potions and whatever. Can be used as ingredients, but everyone has to volunteer those individually. Those won't be going in the party stash.
Chill.
don't think I have
All
any.
right. So, what am I making here?
I'm
Let's
moving
see.
stuff as well,
I
okay?
have. What am I cooking?
Supposed to be so happy this frozen bread, but he's not here.
Where's all my food?
I put it in the party stash.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay. Where's
Yeah.
the party
Oh my
stash?
god, so much.
Go to the
food,
little.
guys.
You see in the actors tab the little thing that says the party,
Oh, yes.
and then there's the piece of paper next to the folder icon. Click on that and then go to stash.
Stash.
And that is
You got a stash.
all of the food that you guys currently have.
Okay, cool. So we have a bunch of rations, which is cured meats. We have frozen bread. We have frozen yak meat.
So basically right now you guys have a bunch of protein and some carb. So you do
Yes, we have
not
a bunch of.
currently have the resources. Well, I guess actually Morgrim and Wyatt,
Yes.
your the berries that would have been growing on your items that are covered in vines would have died at the beginning of the morning. So go ahead and both of you roll 1d10.
1d10. Oh,
Okay.
I
That
got
didn't
8.
sound good.
1 and an 8.
So you would have a total of 9 berries to work with, which I would say that can count as the
Plants.
plant. It's a little light, but
What do we
not
have
count the
seasoning wise?
And then-
what do we have for seasoning?
for seasoning, I would say you can use an alchemical ingredient as a seasoning.
Well, alcohol is one of the things that you counted as seasoning. Does
Alcohol
anyone
is
have
also
alcohol?
something that you can use as seasoning. Yes.
Oh.
Does anyone have any alcohol left? Like any of the Bravos?
My gaze
that we got?
turns towards Wyatt.
What?
For what?
Don't think that you've been hiding that flask.
Yeah, it's my flask.
Do you want something fun to eat?
Yes, but this is my
Give him a
flask.
dash of the alcohol.
I'm sorry. I believe you're mispronouncing our.
Oh, no. All right. I can give you a dash, but it's mine.
It
all
will
right?
take, to count as an actual ingredient, it's going to take the whole thing.
No, you're not having it. Sorry.
I'm gonna hand him my Bravos brew.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank
so the
you,
Bravos
value.
brew goes
Thank
in.
you, valued teammate. I say as I stare at Wyatt.
At least
All right.
someone's contributing.
Anything for
okay.
you, valued cook.
All right. You know what? If you guys want to heal, you call one of the other guys. I'll just sit here and watch you guys have
Like
fun.
me?
Yeah,
To
like
be
you.
clear,
Or
what do
Bastion?
you think I do?
No offense, Bastion. No offense, but I've literally seen you just get the shit kicked out of you, and I feel like we should be doing less of that.
Okay, so
Hey, that's a very good point. Where were you when she was getting the shit kicked out of her?
I was healing other people, trying to get to her. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that, Ticket, but thank you for pulling me over to her. I really appreciate the teamwork that went down there.
Anytime. I'm really proud of that.
Yes, as you should be. I'm glad your self-appreciation is acknowledged.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know
Y'all
what
are
the
just
fuck
being
just
super
happened.
weird.
Okay, so
I need a drink.
Fub, what are you using for your protein?
So for
You
the
should make that
protein,
Bravos brew beef again.
I think we only
I
had
feel
the
like
one
that's gonna
beef.
take too long.
No,
think we
I mean
only
it's
had
gonna
the
take
one
like
beef.
an hour no matter what.
I mean, we're like bedded down for the night
Yeah,
anyway.
you're making camp for the night. You have basically all the time in the world. All it's gonna do is delay your bedtime.
Fair enough. Okay. So I'll go with the beef again. Why not?
Okay, so beef, and then you're using the Bravos brew,
Yep.
and then the berries. So I'll call. Well, there's not that many of them, so we're gonna call that level 0. And then your
we'll make. You know what? We're gonna
Your
do the
carb.
bread on the side. We're gonna do the bread on the side, so it's
Yeah,
not part of
let's-
the dish, but you can like dip it in the. You know, like you can dip it in the
Ooh.
broth.
Gravy.
Okay.
Yeah, in the resulting broth or whatever the fuck.
So that is going to be a total recipe level of 1. So go ahead, Thub, and make a crafting check, please.
Crafting check. Crafting check. Where is my crafting? There it is. Cool. I'm gonna roll. Woo!
What'd you get?
That is a 26.
26.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That is a solid
God damn.
critical success. So everyone gets a new condition invented for this very purpose called sated, which basically acts as the opposite of sickened. So a sickened, it decreases everything by 1. Sated increases everything by 1,
Ooh.
but ticks
By the way,
down every hour.
By the way, that hooey was the most Floridian sound I think I've ever made in my entire life, and I don't know where it came from.
So
The Florida man that lives in your brain.
God,
as
he's
a
coming out. He's trying to
as-
escape.
as a critical success, you get the sated value equal to twice the recipe level, so you get 2 hours of sated. So basically, add. I'll add that to each of your sheets. But yeah, that is a thing. And all of you also get 2 hours worth of Bravos brew, or 1 hour's worth of Bravos brew, as is the standard.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that I can get that into your sheets correctly, which it appears okay. Not that it actually really matters because it's going to expire after an hour, but still. Yes, and then I'll give each of you sated as well. All right, and so let's go ahead and remove those ingredients. So the Bravos brew is out, and that was the end of the beef. So Bastion, you're feeling a little, how would you say you're feeling at this point, knowing that the food that you can willingly, easily eat is gone now?
I'm like really satisfied that I've had it again, but I'm also really distraught that I know it's not going to be available for at least 3 days.
Very, very fair. All right. If I can find... Oh, I probably put it... Yeah, I put it in the cooking tab. That would be why I couldn't find it. All right. I forgot that I made a cooking tab. But, yeah, so you are all sated. So is there anything that anyone would like to do before going to bed?
Can I see if I can figure out why the hell my loot is doing what it's doing?
Okay. Go ahead and make a check of your choice.
My choice, you say?
Of your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna do a crafting check.
Okay.
It will do what it's meant to do, please. That's an 18.
An 18. Well, it's not an issue with the actual instrument. Whatever this is, the instrument is actually in tune. Like, you can tell by the way everything functions physically. There is nothing physically wrong with the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
This is an outside factor of some kind.
Does anyone else have a instrument of some sort? No.
Can't say that I do.
Wait, do I have any bottles on me? This is an important
Bottles?
question. Yes.
Well, I'd say you'd have the bottle from the Bravos brew.
Okay, can I start playing Men Down Under?
Like blowing on the bottle, or are you tapping on it?
No, you know, like at the beginning of the song, I come from Men Down
Yes.
Under.
Okay, so as Thumb starts tapping on the bottle, that also somehow sounds wildly out of tune.
What the fuck is happening?
Shit. Does it sound out of tune to just me or to everyone?
To everyone.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm gonna try whistling along.
That also sounds out of tune.
Oh no!
That's
Probably
not
because-
good. I don't
probably because-
appreciate that.
Probably because Land Down Under is a song that is not from the world that we are in, so we're probably just like randomly
You know, I
singing,
actually don't think
whistling
that's the
random
reason.
noises.
No,
That's actually an Omedic
not
song.
it.
It's an Omedic song, guys. God.
Cam, can I cast musical accompaniment?
Sure. You cast that. And let me double check what that does specifically.
What the fuck is this thing? What?
Yeah. So, why don't you describe what that would normally sound like at the very least? How would that be depicted?
Basically sounds like an orchestral music soundtrack that kind of inherently shifts according to my behavior and actions. It's kind of like what you would find in a movie.
So it would sound. Am I right in saying it would sound stressful right now?
More confused, but like stressed confused.
Yeah. That sounds extremely out of tune.
I don't like that. I think I can safely say I don't like that at all. Can I dismiss that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will also say
Mm-hmm.
you would hear not out of tune whistling a little bit farther away on the wind. As you can see, Hetrick coming back towards the camp. He needed to relieve himself, so he went away so that nobody could see and went behind a snowbank. Only
And
like
does
150, 200 feet away. And as he's walking back, he's whistling along, and he sounds fine until he gets around within, I would say around within 50 feet of you.
Of me?
Wow.
Of not you specifically, within the group. Let's see.
Hendrik,
Bastion.
keep whistling.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he keeps whistling. It sounds weird. Bastion,
Yep.
I would say you would notice that this happened around about when he would have gotten 50 feet within thicket.
Oh.
Around 50
I
feet
would
away
like
from
to
thicket.
step 100 feet away from thicket and strum my instrument.
Your instrument sounds fine.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my god!
What's happening?
Imaz, damn it. You are going to be a blight on my storytelling.
Me? What am I doing?
Yes.
Yes,
happening?
you.
What have I done?
You make everything out of tune.
Well, that's just rude.
What?
I don't come over to you and insult your being like that.
You literally make it so that nothing is in tune near you.
Is that possible?
It might be one of his,
Is it?
effects from the things. Those
Oh,
stones.
the stone!
No way.
Oh, did it?
Really?
Okay.
That's what it does. All this time, and that's what it does.
Well, I'm sure it does something
Pick
good as
it.
well.
I'm gonna
but-
start making it so that you can
Pick it.
actually view the item effects on the items as you
Yeah.
discover them.
Okay.
Pick it. We gotta get your ass into a tavern. And you gotta just sit there and you gotta watch those musicians suffer. We gotta
Ooh.
do that.
Oh, you're
You-
such a bastard.
You know what would be funny? We should put up
Yeah,
flyers all around town for a contest for singing.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
What town? Look around. We have places to get to.
Aye,
Where?
the
Where
town.
we're getting to? Yes, we're getting to a town. God. Where do you think we're going to, Bastion?
Where?
I'm just saying
where are
that
we
your
going?
planning of shenanigans could maybe wait until we get somewhere with a population.
Wow. Big ol' ball of fun you are.
I just learned that I can't make music around my party.
I mean, you could go out 50 feet into the desolate winter wasteland, and then we can listen to from over here.
And be picked off by some kind of predator?
I'll
Yeah.
go with you.
Yeah, see?
Thank you.
I'd go with you, too. Thicket's the only one who can't go.
Oh well. Now this is just hurting.
No, I'll stay next to you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, alright.
You
The
know,
friends
I,
are
I've done
for.
nothing against
God.
you. It's just I have religious commitments that require.
Oh.
no, I know.
You know-
Who's your
I know.
god, by the way, Bastion?
Imaz?
Okay, alright.
Are you familiar?
Somewhat. Do I have my familiar DM?
Like a religion check.
Oh, shit. Come on, there's gotta-
Imaz isn't one of those super basic common deities.
Oh,
So,
okay.
You
okay,
might
okay.
actually not know a whole ton.
Natural 20, 33.
Oh yeah, you know Imaz. Imaz is part of the group of deities known as the Tale Keepers, and their whole thing is sort of storytelling and knowledge and stuff like that. And Imaz specifically is the goddess of stories.
Goddess of stories. Gotta tell them. So, yeah, I know about your tail keepers.
Why does that sound so. What's the word? Condescending.
I'm not trying to be condescending. Why? I respect
It just feels like you're saying, oh, I worship the goddess of life, and you with your quaint storyteller.
Well, what's life without stories?
He's got a point, you know.
either way. All right, I'm gonna go.
You can't just walk away from that. All right, fine.
I can kind of do whatever I want.
Yeah, you probably should actually 50 feet away, because our little friend here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go practice, and then eventually I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Does anyone else have any downtime things they would like to do before going to bed?
I follow and listen to Bastion, and then I go to bed.
All right. Okay. Bastion, why don't you make a performance check for us then? Are you using your musical accompaniment?
No, I think it's just gonna be me playing the lute.
Okay.
That's a 22.
22. Yeah, Morgrim, you're pretty impressed by this performance. Is there a vocal performance or just an instrumental performance?
No vocals because she hasn't figured out the lyrics yet.
Okay. Yeah, Morgrim, you are genuinely, really impressed.
I clap when she's done.
Thanks.
All right. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
I already finished cooking. Do I have enough time to actually craft something?
No, that's it depends on what you're trying to craft, I guess.
Shit. Can I craft a spike snare? Something simple like that, I guess.
Let me see. So, typically crafting will take 4 days of work.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything about snare crafting saying that it would take any less time. Let me quickly look through some variant crafting rules. Why don't we take since we're taking a little bedtime in game, why don't we take a quick 5-minute break so I can look at that? Everyone
right.
go get yourself some water or whatever. And I'll see you back here in 5 minutes.
All right.
Hey everyone, don't want to take up too much of your time, don't want to pause the episode for too long. Just wanted to say real quickly, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And I also wanted to give a quick plug to our Buy Me a Coffee page, which we opened a couple weeks ago. So if you want to give us some monetary support in exchange for some pretty cool rewards, then head on over to buymeacoffee.com/livefromdicejail. All right. Thank you so much. Back to the episode. So, we're going to be using the complex crafting rules, which is a benefit. I know it is going to be obviously more complex, but it is going to be beneficial because of that complexity. Because the basic crafting action means that every single item takes 4 days to craft. But with the complex crafting system, the items level compared to your level will decrease the amount of time it takes to actually make the item. And as your proficiency rank in crafting goes up, you can start to take a risk reward of reducing, or you can rush things, take days off by increase the DC of the crafting check. So, Jacob, to make a spike snare, that is a level 1 item. So that's 2 levels under your player level, meaning it will take 3 days to craft.
Wow, what a time saver!
I mean, hey, it's better than 4 days.
Better than 4 days!
But it is gonna take
worse than 2!
Was that loud on your end? I hope it was.
A little bit.
Why are you a demon who besieges us so?
And so once you've completed,
I have nothing better to do.
Once you've completed those 4 days, then you can make a crafting check to determine the success. If you're successful, you expend the materials. So you pay the item's price in materials. Alternatively, you can then take additional days to finish the item, which will decrease the cost. So yeah, a spike snare will end up being... I don't know why it says 12 gold pieces there, because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because it definitely shouldn't cost 12 gold to make a spike snare. So it'll basically cost you 3 gold, or not 3 gold, 1 gold, 5 silver, because it's half the price to actually craft it yourself. So it'll take you 3 days and 1 gold, 5 silver at minimum to craft a spike snare. Understood? Jacob, were you listening to me?
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
good.
I'm just trying to process.
Okay. I will send you a link to the thing if you want to read the rules.
Please do that.
I'll just send it so that everyone can see it in the Discord. In the Pathfinder, or the rule amendments chat.
There we go.
Okay. So, yeah, you unfortunately do not have time to do crafting today.
Unfortunate.
So, I suppose that means everyone is going to bed then?
I'll
is
take
sleepy time.
first watch.
I don't know why.
Why
For a
first
second, I
watch?
thought she meant like in real life, and I was like, "It's a little early for that, don't you think?"
Yep, night, guys.
No.
We're an hour and a half into the session. All right, I
Yeah.
guess. Good night, everybody. All right, then I guess. Good night, everybody.
All right. Oh my god. So Wyatt takes first watch.
Yeah.
So Wyatt, as you're keeping an eye out,
Keep an eye out.
a light wind starts to pick up.
Fuck.
But other than that, nothing in particular. Just open tundra, as far as you can tell. Who are you waking up next?
Anyone volunteered before I went to bed?
I would volunteer.
All right. I'll wake Mulgrim up.
All right, Morgrim. You're a little extra sleepy, so you don't really notice anything in particular. You don't pay too close attention to the weather. You just kind of keep your eyes and ears out for big things, and you don't notice anything.
Okay.
Who's next?
I can
I'll
go.
go.
We'll go with Colby because he said it first. All
Haha.
right, so
Sounds
Thicket takes watch. Here's the thing I'm realizing. I think Thicket's Eidolon can do all of watch for you.
Oh, are you serious?
Let me double check that, but I think that was something I read and am remembering now.
Well, here's the question, though. Here's the question. Would he want to?
Would Cranberry want to,
Does
or
your
would
lack
Thicket
of
want
eyesight
to?
Would Cranberry
hinder us
want
in
to?
terms of watch?
Cranberry doesn't particularly want to do much of anything, but Cranberry also doesn't sleep. Like, you can, while you're trying to sleep, you can still feel Cranberry in your chest at all times,
Okay.
constantly burning.
Well, might as well let him out. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay. So I think that your Eidolon can do watch for you all the way. But yeah. All right. So do people still want to do watches, or do we want to just say that Thicket handles it and your watches are shorter, and your rests are shorter?
I guess we can say that Cranberry handles it.
Yeah.
Okay. So your rests will be 8 hours long instead of 10. All right. So you all sleep relatively peacefully, knowing that you have a giant fire thing watching over you.
Lovely.
Bastion,
Yeah.
you're not sleeping so peacefully.
Oh dear.
You start to hear the voices. Starting out with easily your least favorite.
It keeps dragging us along with these things after almost getting us killed again. How many times will the brain make us do this?
And then one of the much less unpleasant voices chimes in.
Well, I mean, I think she's doing her best. There's not a whole lot that she could have done about getting captured. There's always something she could have done. This is why she was built to serve. She has nothing to serve, so she's useless.
A third voice chimes in. Well, I don't think that's particularly fair, considering you were built to be a complete piece of shit. And what are you now? Just a heart in someone else's body.
No one asked you, liver. Well, I for one think that the brain's doing a pretty decent job, all things considering. Yes, of course, but the brain dragged us all the way here on its own accord without asking for permission to somewhere where, if we are destroyed, there's no one nearby to fix us.
Well, at least the brain remembers her own name. That's better than any of us can say. So live and let live.
Can I converse with my organs, or is it just kind of happening?
Right now, they're all just kind of screaming at each other in front of you, but you can chime in if you'd like.
I'm not going to choose to converse currently. I just want to know if I can.
Yeah, you can if you'd like. But they can shut you out, it seems. You can never shut them out.
Nice.
Other than that, you wake up fully rested. Those of you who were not pedaling, you can say that you fully rested. Not that it actually matters, because you're all at full health anyways, but... Bastion, go ahead and make a fortitude save.
Let's see how that goes, shall we? It's a 20.
20. Your drained value doesn't increase or decrease. Would you want to try to outright heal yourself or have Wyatt try to heal you upon waking up?
Let's give Wyatt a shot.
All right.
Before I do this, I need to take a drink. And I'll take a drink.
Go for it.
All right. Do I need to take a fortitude save or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Natural 20, 29.
Natural 20. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead and make your
that's
medicine check.
Or mildly hurt. So I will attempt to. Oh, wait.
I don't
who
know
am I
if
healing?
I'd consider internal
Bastion.
bleeding mildly hurt, but...
Yes, Bastion. Yeah, you're severely hurt. Trying to make you feel better. What was that? 26.
26. You don't know what Wyatt did, but he's managed it. He's managed to patch you up in such a way that your injury is no more.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no problem. You just had part of your upper intestine severed. Just had to put it back together and shake off the healing energy from my hand.
Oh. That's real casual.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I've done worse.
I mean, I've been worse, but...
True, yeah, haha. Alright. Feeling better though, right? Any other symptoms? Fever? Headache? Heartache?
I mean, my organs aren't too happy with our current situation, but not much I can do about that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All
Everyone's
I like how
organs
there are
filled
no
with stuff.
questions about that.
right.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't mention that your organs are literally talking. I just took it as a figure of speech.
Wait, you just said that your organs are like talking?
Oh my god.
I said
Are you kidding me? Did Bastion mention that her organs are talking? Can I insight that from like?
I
the
would say
thing?
she didn't probably, unless
Yeah,
I
someone
did
says
not.
otherwise.
Yeah.
I just find it amusing that you're like, yep, that seems like a normal thing to say.
At
Yeah.
this point,
Look,
yeah.
medicinally speaking, this is from the perspective of Wyatt coming at is like your organs talk
actually,
all the damn time.
that is a thing to note for Wyatt. As you're working on Bastion,
Oh, yeah.
As if you couldn't already tell by the fact that her hands apparently are orc hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of her organs and body parts are pretty much mismatched with each other. Like, she appears to have a halfling's heart, an elf's liver. You're not entirely clear on what in the world her lower intestine is.
Yeah. God, Bastion, you're a whole sack of parts.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's an observation.
So kind of you, Wyatt.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to make
working on your bedside manner.
Yeah, I've been told quite a lot. I've been told that a lot. Am I improving?
No.
Fucking thought so.
How many times have you been punched by a patient? Just out of curiosity.
Stop counting after like the 30th time. It's easier that way.
Huh.
Okay, so who's pedaling for the day?
I'll pedal.
Okay, Morgrim is pedaling again. Who's the other pedal person? Or are you making one of the hostages do it? Because that is an option.
Yeah, indentured servitude.
Oh my gosh.
If nobody else will, then I will step up.
Okay. All right, then. And Thub, would you like to say you've started crafting a snare?
Sure, I can get started on
All
that,
right.
yes.
All right, so mark down somewhere that you're starting on. Which snare would you want to start on?
Which part of the snare?
No. Which snare? Which one? You have four of them that you can craft.
I thought you meant like which part of the snare. I was like,
No. You can craft.
Part?
You can craft four
in depth,
snares.
you have to explain to us the process of crafting a snare. If you can't do it at your desk, you can't do it in game.
Damn.
Okay, I need 5 feet of. Fuck, I'm forgetting the words. 5 feet of wood. I need 5 feet of wood.
Casually forgets the word wood.
Yes, I have my paper moments. That's what it is.
So-
I need 5 feet of wood, 10 feet of rope, 3 springs, and a knife.
So which snare are you crafting?
The spike snare.
Spike snare. Okay. All right. So
Why not? We'll start off nice in Vietnam territory.
all right. So that will be. So mark down that you've done 1 of 3 days of crafting for that spike snare.
Put it in my.
All right. And today's a pretty decent day as you start going along. Snow is lightened up. Temperatures around the same, around 0 degrees. And there is a bit of a light wind, but nothing too crazy. So,
That's a
going...
really funny report. It's just like, well, good morning, everybody. Today is open sunny skies and a nice brisk 0 degrees.
So, which hex would you like to go to?
Is there one that seems like a more direct route to where we're going?
You don't really know where you're going.
Are we just going in circles?
No, if you want, I have a spell to fix that, but I didn't prepare it today.
Thank you, very helpful.
You don't really know where you're going. Hetrick has been basically confined to his blacksmith shop for years.
Oh.
Shit.
I'm literally saying, if we get lost, I have a spell that could probably get us unlost, but I don't have it prepared.
Well,
I wouldn't
I
happen to
imagine
be able.
this hex is probably somewhere in the general direction. Maybe?
What?
This, right here.
Do you know where you are currently?
No, not a clue.
Do you see the big old marker on the map?
Okay, I don't know why I thought that was our starting place and not
No,
our...
that's where you are. I'm having difficulties with the map getting it to actually show you the map notes when I want them to. So I'll figure that all out. But wherever you are is where the blue thing is.
Okay, that's helpful. I guess, do we want to go here then?
Sure.
Southeast?
it.
Yeah, let's go southeast.
All right.
Also, being from like this region, I wouldn't like recognize anything, would I? Like nothing to orient us.
You don't recognize anything because you're blind.
If we had
Well,
Cranberry,
yeah.
does Cranberry
Even-
recognize the terrain?
Even with Cranberry, there's not a whole lot to recognize. There's really just snowdrifts.
Home.
It's just open tundra. So, you move on down, and as you do move down and through the area, you would hear Gilbert shout out, "Oh, wait a minute! I know where. I think I might know where we are. We're close to town. We're close to town.
Forgot that was his voice.
You see that?
You
see that big giant rock over there?" And he points out at a big giant rock.
Sure.
Yeah, that means we're like around half a day away from town.
Okay, which direction? Half a day.
Around the northeast, a little bit northeast from here. We should be able
Okay.
to get there. Like, if we stop here tonight, we should be able to get there tomorrow afternoon, easily.
All right. This is the town you're the mayor of, right?
Yeah.
I see no reason not to trust him, and if he's wrong, we can always kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's rude. That's very, very rude of you. But all
I'm sorry,
right.
is that not how things work here?
Well, I mean,
8 points
not
was very,
typically.
very results oriented.
Yeah, no, we kind of like don't kill each other randomly. Unless
Well,
you
I don't
really
know if I'd
fuck up, in
consider
which case, you know.
Random, but I see the point. I apologize.
It's all right. I think more I should be apologizing to you for what my, I guess, very distant relatives did. Regardless, moving on. We'll deal with that later. So, it's the end of the day. Any of y'all have anything in particular you want to do at the end of the day?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
Wonder-
Just munching on your rations, munching on your cured meats.
I'm gonna check.
Yep.
Is the giant ice crystal we got from like a few days ago? Is it still there?
Yeah, well, it's not a giant ice crystal. It is a rock. So, yes.
Okay, good. It's still there. Just checking.
Yes.
No, it
is
melted.
definitely still there. That is the end of your cured meats. You've consumed all of your cured meats. But yeah, the stone is definitely still there in your bag, humming away with energy. All right. So, Cranberry does watch again. You all
Mhm.
wake up the next morning and get moving.
Northeast we go, I guess. That's here, right?
Yep. The snow and temperature have stayed consistent, light snow, but the wind has definitely picked up. So whoever's pedaling, it's definitely taking a little bit more effort. But
Oof.
you push on through, and at around around noon, you manage to arrive at you come across a bunch of large structures in the distance. And as you get closer and closer, you start to see that these are massive glass and metal constructions.
Oh,
So I'm going to have all of you make society checks real quick, except for Thicket. Thicket doesn't need to make one, but the rest of you can make one.
Society.
great job, Melissa.
I got a dirty 20.
17.
Dirty 20. Okay. So Bastion and Thub, you would have heard about these structures. All of you would know that Galenod is the primary source of produce for the entirety of Salter. They grow pretty much all of the fruits and vegetables here. And Bastion and Thub, upon looking at these structures, you would recognize that these are the massive greenhouses. Super hyper specialized greenhouses that have all sorts of weird mechanisms that are far beyond either of your understandings currently, that manage to not only temperature control the inside of the structure, but they can fully create a new atmosphere.
Oh my god.
Like, literally anything can be grown here. But as you get closer, you can see that quite a few of these structures are damaged. And as Kjald pokes his head out,
What's happened here? What's happened?
The goblin turns to all of you.
I think something's gone wrong here in town. That since we've been gone, that this damage wasn't there like 2 weeks ago. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but I'm one of the mechanics who works on the greenhouses.
Uh-oh.
So that's bad.
Did you get kidnapped from here?
Yeah, we both were. All of us, other than the five of you, I don't know about. I don't know where you all are from, but yeah, the two of us and the other two who died, they were from here. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of us who got taken.
None of that sounds good. Yeah, I'm just gonna have my sword ready as we enter town.
Bastion, would you have tried to identify your sword again?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana, Nature, Occultism, Religion check.
That's a nat 1, baby!
God damn. Wow. Well, I guess you can say you did another one on a different day, so... well...
Oh no.
You would think that this is probably a water blade with the teeth and all that. You think it's probably a water blade, which you think you've heard of at least. You might have dreamed it, but you're pretty sure that they're a type of special sword that's extremely efficient at dealing with water elementals. Would anyone else like to try?
The sword? If you
Yes.
want me to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Arcana or what?
Arcana, Nature, Occultism, Religion.
Let's go fucking religion on this. 25.
25. Yeah, Wyatt, you know what this is. You now that you've taken a look at it for a couple of times, you can recognize that this has a +1 potency rune on it. But it also has a fanged rune on it.
Oh.
And if I can find the description of the rune. So fanged, what that does is you can activate it as an action by putting the weapon in your mouth. You can activate it as an action and turn yourself into an animal wielding the weapon.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have to put my sword in my mouth?
Yeah, you put the handle in your mouth. You bite down really hard, and then you turn yourself into an animal that you are most closely associated with. So you don't get to choose. It just happens.
Can I bite down?
Yeah,
I'm assuming that Wyatt
let's
tells
see.
me this.
Yeah,
Of course.
assuming.
I'm communicating it.
I bite down on the sword handle.
Okay, you bite down on the sword handle, and you all watch as Bastion turns into...
Oh god.
You all watch as Bastion turns into...
You had to pause so you wouldn't say pickle, did you?
I did, because Colby sent a pickle Rick gif in the chat.
I would never.
Bastion turns into a large, fluffy, white dog.
No.
Aww.
Aw.
Okay.
If anyone is trained in nature, they can make a nature check.
I am. 16.
Question, do I know
16.
if this is connected to me or
18.
one of my organs?
You have absolutely
Hang
no
on.
idea.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you would all recognize this as a type of mountain dog. Sheep herders. They're bred to be able to basically be entirely self-sufficient, off basically alone in the mountains with a flock of sheep to protect for entire seasons. And Thub, you would have probably encountered a couple of these. I would say Bill would have actually kept a few, because they make excellent guard dogs on account of they're not really trusting anyone outside of their immediate pack.
That's on brand.
But yeah, so Bastion is turned into one of those dogs with a bastard sword in its mouth.
That's awesome.
That is.
Oh.
Alright, how do I turn back into me?
You can just dismiss
Forever.
it. You can just dismiss it as an action.
Okay, I would like to dismiss it.
All right, Bastion turns back into herself with a bastard sword in her mouth.
Kind
I'd
of want
like
to
to
see
take
what
the
Wyatt would
bastard
turn
sword
into.
out of my mouth.
There you go. So that's that.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna ask what happened.
Bruh.
So she
You
got
kidding
turned into
me?
a dog. It was a white mountain dog. I got all that.
And then she turned back into herself.
Right.
Congratulations, you're up to date.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all continue going through, and as you go through, you can actually see, like, as you start going between the greenhouses, following with Hetrick following Gilbert's directions on how to get to town. You actually can see there's hundreds of workers out and about, running about, farmers, mechanics, running about maintaining the greenhouses that are still functional, seemingly trying desperately to patchwork the damaged ones back together, while the farmers just keep going in and out and carrying crates of crops and all that. Seems as though the town is back in working order.
Well, that's good news, right?
Hopefully. So, you all get through the solid miles worth of greenhouses before making your way to the town proper. You arrive at the town proper. You can just see hundreds of houses. Fully populated area. Gilbert directs you towards the center of town square. And it's a little bit of little bit of difficulty getting for Hetrick getting the snowmobile through the relatively narrow streets, but he manages it, gets past all the people who are kind of gawking at it, and then Gilbert says, "All right, stop, here we are, here's the town hall," and he points to an absolutely massive building off the town square. "All right, we've arrived."
That's good, I suppose.
Here, why don't you come on with me? I think I probably have something that y'all might appreciate.
All right.
Well, that's definitely not something that someone would say right before mugging someone.
It's money. I'm gonna give you money as a thanks for helping me out.
Ah.
That's definitely not something that someone would say right before mugging someone.
Oh my
No
Lord.
offense, sir, but I think that I could beat you up if you tried to mug us, so Thub, I'm really not worried about it.
No offense taken. I'm a politician, not a fighter. So, Gilbert hops on out.
I was this close to saying, "Oh, so you're a robber."
And
Your
as
guests,
you all,
excuse
You're
me.
still a crook, bitch.
as you all file out of the snowmobile, Hetrick says, "All right, I'm gonna go and figure out where to park this thing." And the goblin Kjald says, I'll you can park it over near my house. I've got a little extra space." And he goes to guide Hetrick and the snowmobile. And he also says to you all, "Well, so thanks again for helping save my life and whatever. But if you're looking to help out more, I'm not really sure what's going on with the damaged greenhouses, but I'm sure that the guild probably needs some help. So if you want to help out some more, then go over to pretty much any of the greenhouses, and someone will be able to bring you to wherever the guild master is."
Sure thing.
All right.
So, Gilbert starts leading you towards the town hall now. And as you enter the town square, you can hear some sort of shouting. And as you hear this shouting, you all can sort of recognize that this sounds like someone making a speech. And Gilbert sort of slows down as he hears this. "Oh, that son of a bitch." And he just starts sprinting at the source of the voice.
Uh-oh.
I am going to follow him at an increased pace.
All right, you follow at an increased pace.
Hey, hang on. I can't run as fast.
And you encounter a pretty sizable crowd, probably like 50 to 60 people gathered around a halfling standing on top of a pretty decently sized crate. Halfling is got a big ol' mustache, Cloudveil halfling, of course. He's wearing a gold monocle over his left eye. And unlike Gilbert, who, just for reference, has a pale blue veil, and the blue.
It's the derpiest fucking face I've ever
I
seen.
love him. He looks like a frog.
Just wait until I show you the
Gilbert,
other
right?
guy. That's Gilbert.
Oh god.
This is the mayor?
And this
looks
is
like
the-
a
yeah, that's the
Gilbert.
mayor. This
Oh
is the other
my
guy.
god! No, he has a monocle! It's
He
amazing!
looks like the fucking villain of like an Indiana Jones movie.
And he is indeed holding a lit cigar in one hand. As
Does
he
he
I
ever
thought you
put
were
his-
gonna say he
does he ever
is
smoke
indeed
it?
wearing a Nazi armband, and I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
Does he ever smoke the cigar, or does he just like always hold? Does he only hold it in his hand, like for dramatic effect?
he takes a puff every like 3 or 4 sentences. But he's got the big old mustache. He's wearing a lot of browns and dark colors and got those bright yellow gloves. And he's yelling on and on about how, you see that brother of mine, he abandoned us. He's not here, right? Right? And he was never here, even when he was in that seat. So, what are we gonna do? We need a new mayor, right? And Gilbert...
Tony Soprano, what the fuck?
Gilbert pushes through the crowd, climbs on top of the box, and just clocks this guy in the face.
Oh, God.
Fuck you! I'm still here! I'm going back into my office now. Everyone get out of here.
And the crowd just sort of starts to disperse.
He was just a little kidnapped. It's okay.
And the other halfling stands up, dusts himself off.
So you are alive, after all. Yeah, I'm alive thanks to these people. What the hell do you think you're doing? Trying to give the town a good mayor.
And the halfling turns around and walks away. Gilbert spits at him.
All right, well, ignore him. I've got money for you. Come on inside.
Like money. Let's go.
Anybody else think that we might have to deal with this whole brother wants to be mayor thing at some point?
At some point. Not now.
It's not a main quest thing.
So,
We'll get around to it eventually, maybe, probably, at some point in
I would also
near
say-
or far future. Maybe.
Morgrim,
Yes.
you could feel your hand reaching for your coin purse.
Oh no!
But you didn't get close enough. So you were able to resist the urge.
Oh my
Ah, dang
God.
it.
Whoa.
That's
Someone hold my
dangerous. This is
money
a
for me?
dangerous thing.
Bastion,
Yeah, I can hold on to your wallet.
I gave my wallet to Bastion.
Okay, Bastion now has Morgrim's wallet. And so Gilbert leads you inside, starts greeting his staff, who's absolutely bewildered that he's actually alive. It sounds like they might have already held a funeral for him. And he just waltzes into his office and reaches under his desk. You can hear some like locks clicking, and he pulls out a couple of little bags of coin, which he tosses to each of you. 5 gold
Yay.
each.
Oh!
Wow, I got back the money I gave away.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll
for
put
reference,
it with your other money.
for reference, 5 gold is around like 2 weeks' salary for the average worker.
Damn.
Yeah, it's around 2 weeks worth of work for the normal person. So I know 5 doesn't seem like much, but it is, in context, that's a lot.
Gave us like $5,000. Awesome.
All right, well, thanks again. And is there anything else I can do for you now that we're back here and I actually am in a position to help you after you helped me?
Do you know anyone who could take a look at that stone we found?
Honestly, the only people I could think of would be you could try going to the temple. Bunch of Elmstrong worshippers there mostly, so I don't know how helpful they'll actually be, but they're pretty nice people, so they'll at least try. Only other thought I could have is you could try talking to the district attorney. She's pretty magical, so she might know what's going on. Her
All right,
office
then.
is across the square. And the temple, if you're looking for that, is it's over on the edge of town near the greenhouses. If you pretty much just go straight to the west from here, then you'll find your way there. You'll know it when you see it.
like I said, Elmstrong.
All right then.
Alright. I like temples. If we go there, we can go there, but
You say you don't like temples?
I say I like temples. I like them.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we're right next to the DA's office, maybe we go to the DA's office and then we go to the temple.
I don't like cops that much, but I mean, if that's a choice, that's a choice.
Well, DA isn't a cop.
Same thing.
It's a lawyer. I'm not gonna get into semantics with you. But I will take that stone and go to the DA's office if
Let's
you don't
go.
want to come.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. I mean, I'm relatively certain we're out of the jurisdiction of good old City of Ships. So let's go. Come on.
Okay, so is Bastion taking the stone?
I'm holding
No,
my
if he's
sack.
coming,
Okay.
then I won't
Okay.
take it from him. But
Is everyone going along, or is it
I
just
will.
going to be...
Go.
I'm gonna
Morgan's
follow.
I'll
going-
follow. Yeah, I'll follow.
Thab, are you following as well, or are you going to go do something else?
Sorry, I will follow along.
Okay. So, you all follow Gilbert's directions, and you find what appears to be the DA's office. Judging by the sign out front that says Town Law Office, you walk in, and there's an elf sitting at the reception desk.
An elf.
A wood elf or land elf. Sorry, land elf from Presage.
How's that city going? By the no, I'm kidding.
Yes.
How's
What
Persona?
can I do to help you today?
hello, is the DA available?
She quickly flips open a book. I believe she is. Yes. Do you have an appointment?
No, would she be willing to see us as a favor to the mayor?
I can go ask. Can I have a name, please?
Bastion. Parker. Hi.
Okay, I will go ask. And the elf sort of walks off, and you hear in the distance what sounds like a glass shattering. And running out from one of the other rooms is a Nuntan woman with her face covered in tattoos. She's wearing a pretty big, fluffy coat, even inside. Bastion, you recognize this as Dawncaller, your old traveling companion.
When the fuck did you become the DA?
Around, I don't know, a little while after we left each other.
I didn't realize you were qualified to be a lawyer.
Well, switching your faith will do that. I switched away from chaos to law. Mostly following Margaret now.
I'm sorry, that sounds like a person that went from being like a convict to a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You
Basically.
two know each other. You two know each other.
This is, Dawncaller. She's an old friend.
Old friend. All right.
How have you
Is there-
been? It's been a while. Around a year, I think.
Kidnapped recently.
Oh,
These are my fellow victims, along with the mayor, actually.
wait,
Which is
the
why-
mayor. You found him alive?
Barely. Really barely. But yeah, he's over in his office. Yeah,
Holy shit.
he said that the DA might be able to help. I didn't realize that you were the. Not that I'm not happy to see. I just
She smiles and puts a hand on your shoulder. It's okay.
Thank you.
Just relax. Thank you for letting me know that Gilbert is still alive, and thank you for saving his arse, I suppose. I was not in the
yeah,
mood to
he
deal
might
with
have,
Samuel anymore.
He might have punched his brother.
Ah, that's not great. I'll have to deal with that later, because Samuel will definitely press charges.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you come all into my office? And as she starts bringing you into her office, the receptionist comes out with a dustpan full of broken glass. And so Dawn Caller brings you into her office, takes her jacket off, puts it on the back of her chair, and takes a seat. So, you came here to show me something.
Yeah, Wyatt,
Yeah?
could you grab the stone?
Pull in my sack and pull this weird stone out.
Immediately her eyes go wide. What the fuck?
It was being used as part of a ritual,
What the
turning
fuck?
people into frost zombies.
Can I see it for a sec?
As long as you give it back. Give it to her.
She takes it, stares at it very intently. Where the fuck did you say you found this?
Yalwag?
Yalwag? Why the hell were you... How the hell were you... That place doesn't exist anymore.
We were kidnapped by the aforementioned frost zombies.
Frost zombies? What the fuck do you mean frost zombies?
Zombies
Does
made of frost.
anyone have a better definition?
They're cold
I'm
zombies.
Pleading with the group.
She furrows her brow as she looks at Thicket. Is Cranberry out? That's another question. Is Cranberry out, or is... I'm assuming he's in.
We're currently inside a building, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's inside. He's in my chest.
Okay. Dawn Caller looks Thicket up and down. What tribe are you from, brother?
Oh, Crucial. It's just a ways, You know, I don't know where it is relative to where we are.
Bastion, Wyatt, Morgrim, and Thub. All of you can pretty clearly see as Thicket says Crucial. Dawn Collar's face just gets very sad.
Oh.
Bastion, I don't know how you keep confusing me more and more.
What did I do?
Well, first you're saying you were at Yagwal being attacked by frost zombies, and then you got this fellow here saying he's from Crucial, but that can't be possible.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Crucial's been gone for like You might want to take a seat for this, brother.
I don't.
I guide him to
what
it.
are you-
Is there a
what
chair?
are- What do you mean
Do you take
gone?
the seat that Wyatt is guiding you into?
He's going to sit himself down, but not super consciously. Know what I mean? He's more
Yeah,
focused on the words that he just heard.
Yeah.
Crucial's
You'll need to sit down for this.
Crucial's been gone for the better part of 2 decades.
Two. No, because I was just there. It was just
Yagwal was built on top of where Crucial used to be.
Thicket,
I look at Thicket.
what year is it?
It is currently 746.
No, I'm asking him.
Right, I'm
It's,
saying that for reference.
Okay.
It's
Sorry.
I guess I lost track out in the woods there. But no, I was just a couple weeks ago. I was
You don't
I
look a
was
day
I was
over-
eating at the table with me da.
You barely look a day over 20.
I am a day over 20. Or I'm
Hey,
not a
happy
day over.
birthday.
I'm getting me words all mixed up.
Happy birthday, by the way. Try to cheer him up. Does it work?
Does it work, Thicket?
Does it work, Pickett?
It's I don't. Thank you.
Oh.
No, because Cranberry and I, we were.
Cranberry, you're saying there's another of you?
Aye, well, sort of.
Complicated.
Aye, it's he lives in my chest. He's the guardian of the springs there.
I see. So that's what that is. Okay.
Wait.
This is all very confusing.
Yeah, you don't say. No, there's no. You're saying where we just were. That was Crochel.
I mean, Crochel was under part of it. At least
No,
I'm pretty
because
sure it was.
I would have recognized it. Where's the water, eh? Those buildings. I don't recognize those buildings.
I'm sorry. I'd never been to Crochel or Yagwal. I was only little when that happened, and I was still with me tribe. I just remember my father telling me that it was suddenly gone. All the people were just gone. And then a few years later, colonists came, all the wars happened, and when the treaties were signed, Yagwal got built in that area. We gave the land to them as a show of good faith. So I'm sure whatever you're looking for might still be there, but it's got to be buried.
What do you mean gone? What just happened to them? Or what? You said they were just gone. What do you mean just gone?
I don't know. Like I said, I was wee, and nobody really ever talked about it. It was sort of as an unspoken rule that you never asked and you never told.
Did anybody go looking?
That's how we know it's gone. I have several questions beyond just that, because this stone is impossible. If it is what I think it is,
Can I have
What do
it
you mean
back?
impossible?
all
Can
of
I
this
see
might
it?
be connected. Yeah, here you can.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
She hesitates, giving it back to you. Bastion, do you trust this man?
About as far as I can throw him.
I know you, that's not very far. She hands the stone to Bastion.
Nah.
Hey.
No,
Oh,
no.
fuck off, I'm strong.
She points directly at you, Wyatt. You listen to what I'm about to say.
All right.
This stone is impossible. This man, and she points at Thicket, this man is impossible. Okay? This stone is a myth.
Who's myth?
What do you mean?
It's a myth of the... There's a myth that the heart of ice is alive. And that it's sleeping. And that there's a soul that can wake it up.
What's the soul called?
It's called the Soul of Frost. At least that's the closest translation I can give you.
And you think this thing is this thing that I've been kind of using as an ice cube is the soul of frost?
You've been using it as what?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you
nothing.
didn't tell any of us that.
She She basically leaps across the desk and just pries your mouth open and looks down your throat. Okay, you're lucky to be alive. If this thing, from just the look and feel of it, I've never felt more power in my life. Never in my life. And that's saying something. Bastion, you should know that's saying something, right?
Yes, it is. I'm gonna take the stone. I think.
And it even looks the way it even looks the way my dad used to say it would. Okay, hang on to that.
Yeah, Bastion is yours.
I need to go. I need to get these questions answered. I need to go home. And I need to talk to the chief. I think the chief will know what to do here.
Should we wait here for you?
Just be somewhere that I can find you. I don't think it'll be more than probably not more than 4 or 5 days.
We'll stay close to town.
Okay. And if you do end up leaving to go somewhere farther away, then just make sure someone knows where you're going and when you should be back, okay?
We'll leave a note.
Okay. She gives one last look over everyone before pulling Bastion into the corner. Do you trust these people in the slightest?
Some of them.
Okay. Well, keep a close eye on the stone. Keep a close eye on those you don't trust. And keep the ones that you trust at arm's length. Okay?
I will.
Alright. Be careful.
You too.
Before you go, she goes over to the desk and opens a drawer and pulls out a little patch with a fist holding a lightning bolt on a green background. It's pretty tattered and worn, but you recognize it as the patch given to you by those Drakkar that you helped basically save the lives of in the Wolfhaven gem mines all that time ago. You left this behind when we parted, and I kept it because I didn't know if you'd meant to leave it behind or not. But it's yours again if you want it.
Thank you. And I'll take the patch.
All right. So, what next?
Well, when we're back with just the party, I'm gonna take the heart of ice or whatever. I'm gonna pull Thicket aside. Impossible stone for the impossible man. Keep it safe, eh?
Like me?
Yeah. It's your homeland. You're the only one I trust with it.
Thank you. I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Thicket, you now have the Soul of Frost. Would you invest it to something?
I can invest it to something?
Yeah, it's an
Are you
essence
kidding
stone.
me? It's a fucking essence stone?
Yeah,
God.
we knew this.
Yeah.
Right? We knew this.
You
We did.
said,
We did.
Cam,
Mm,
you said I can invest stuff on Cranberry, right?
I did indeed.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
Jesus
ahead
Christ.
and do that.
Okay.
Are we outside?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna set him loose. And
You set Cranberry loose, scare the fuck out of a bunch of townsfolk.
he's friendly. Don't. All right, look, Cranberry. Given our situation, and you being as you are, only feels right for you to have this.
Does Cranberry understand the situation at hand?
Cranberry just sort of cocks its head to the side. But as you hold out the stone, Cranberry takes it in his hand. I should also note, Morgrim,
Yes.
that I don't know how I completely forgot to mention it at any point prior to this, but you're typically able to understand and speak to fire elementals because you have the whole voice of elements feat thing. You have no idea what the fuck Cranberry is saying. You've never been able to understand like anything. Whatever it is, it's not the fire tongue.
Okay. Well, he's a little strange anyway, so I guess it might not surprise her super.
So
Thicket, can you speak with him? Like, speak?
Like me?
Like, do you understand what he's saying?
I get the general ideas. It's more like I just get this feeling in me gut. Not like the normal feeling that you get, but like a push towards me soul. The words themselves, I don't know a lick of it. I never learned from the elders what the never learned the scripture. Anyways, the words themselves I don't know, but the feeling, I feel it.
as you say that, Cranberry touches the stone to his forehead, and you immediately feel a shooting pain from the center of your chest. And all of you watch as both Thicket and Cranberry are encased in ice
Oh.
That's not good.
before
God.
it cracks and shatters almost as quickly as it appears. And the stone is now firmly embedded in Cranberry's forehead.
Oh.
Are you alright, mate?
Wee bit nauseous.
Yeah.
Good as I can be.
Wyatt goes over, goes a quick checkup. Is he looking over? Is he okay after that?
Make a medicine check.
17.
Yeah, he looks okay. I mean, he always kind of looks cold on account of the not really wearing a whole lot of clothes thing, but
Yeah.
I mean, judging by Dawn Caller's outfit, that seems to be relatively normal for Nantan.
Okay. Take that assurance.
You've heard they've got antifreeze for blood, so that makes sense.
Good to know that they have sweet blood. Okay. Shit, that's a bad joke.
I understood the
How
joke.
much
Don't worry.
antifreeze have you drank?
Yeah.
No, that is a thing. Antifreeze is sweet.
And they add bitter to
Oh.
it so that the kids don't drink it.
My portfolio film for Champlain had a joke about drinking antifreeze. Fun
Are
fact.
you serious?
That invites several questions, and I want to see this film. But
This
we
is
have a game to play.
This is 100% what's it called? A New England joke, but yes.
Do you think only people in New England drink antifreeze?
Sorry. In places where you need antifreeze. I grew up in a place where, like, if it's 36 degrees, then, like, the school shut down. Like, alright?
So
I can't
anyways,
imagine. Yeah.
yes, the stone is firmly embedded in Cranberry's forehead. And
Right.
Thicket, you definitely can feel that both you and Cranberry are becoming very close to this power. Cranberry more so than you, which is unusual. Usually you both feel things equally. But you can feel that whatever this is like... Cranberry has power coursing through it now. And Cranberry can tell that it's become more powerful. But you don't know how.
How you feeling there, bud?
The tone sounds a little different. A little calmer. A little less angry.
Yeah, okay. Take that as a good thing.
All right. So, with that... Oh, yes.
I was about to ask, would I be feeling anything, like, as a
You
result?
definitely... You feel... And everything that you're feeling through Cranberry. So there's like... It's like there's a sheet of glass in between you. So you're definitely feeling this power to a certain extent. But it's not directly with you. Like, you don't think you'd be able to use the power yourself, for example.
Okay. All right. That's very, very interesting.
Do you leave Cranberry out?
I'm gonna pull him back in.
Okay. As you pull Cranberry back in, the stone stays in your chest. And you can now feel the power directly.
Oh!
Oh, are you alright, Thicket?
Is it better or worse?
Hard to tell.
Oh, fucking gods, you are crazy.
Hey, he did it, not me.
To be fair, he's also a man out of time, so...
That's true.
Don't remind me. Let's just focus on one thing right now. Can we do that,
Thicket.
please?
Thicket.
Which one thing would you like?
As you sort of like process everything that's happening, you feel this energy pulsing up into your mind, and it's like it's speaking to you. You don't know exactly what it's saying, but it wants to be fed. It's not demanding or even really requesting so much as it's suggesting to you that it should be fed. And with that, we're going to end off tonight's session.
Oh.
Fed
God.
what?
So,
What does it want to
massive
be
drops.
fed?
So, Thicket, how are you feeling?
Well, just found out my entire family might be dead, but you know, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Thub, how are you feeling? Very descriptive. Your words are, as always, extraordinarily insightful, Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wyatt, how are you feeling?
Ah, fuck. What the fuck is happening?
Bastion, how are you feeling?
Immensely flustered because didn't expect to see anyone I knew, feeling like she has to try and be a rock given, homeboy here has traveled through 20 years of time and, chaos is befalling everything.
Fair. And last but not least, Morgrim, how are you feeling?
Concerned.
Very fair. Very fair. And how are we all feeling as players?
Concerned.
Cam,
Very concerned. Oh, God.
I missed narrative play, goddammit.
Yes.
me too.
It's so good. It's like eating like the best fucking meal you've ever had. Like again, right? Oh gosh, I love it.
I think everyone else just kind of, said what I would have said, but
Yeah. Can I just say that, like, you have woven at least 2 of our backstories into the main plot, and that's just fucking awesome. I'm invested. Like when you said Crochel,
or is that just like?
What did you say, Jacob?
Is that including my backstory that Colby's talking about? Because
I know
because I know you hinted at including mine. You cheeky
I'm
son of a
including
bitch.
all of your shit as much as I can. Don't you worry.
No.
well, I was talking about Morgrim and like her pal. Oh no, Bastion. Sorry.
We are 2 different people, even though we're both women.
But yeah, this is really fucking exciting. Cam, I've actually already updated my Hero Forge to reflect this.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I've sent that to you.
Wow.
I love it.
Ah, beautiful.
I will update it as soon as I get the chance. Oh
my
God.
If the Soul of Ice is what I think it is, then, or the Soul of Frost, then wowee, I'm very excited.
Me too. We want to give a special shout out to our first member on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support, Jane. It really means the world.